You know what, like, maybe the biggest difference is when I have a party and David has a party, I'm ready. I know the party's happening, everything's set up. When we come, all the guests have to do the work. It's amazing. Last week in walleye fishing, it was like he had no idea that we were going walleye fishing that day. When people come over,
you're ready.
They don't have to do any work.
He makes us do all the mule work, yeah.
It's insane. It's insane.
It is insane. But that's how he's so successful.
I know, I love it. He's a delegator.
He is. He's the best delegator.
Wait, so if it keeps falling in, right?
Yeah, so I should have put the stakes on the inside, but...
So it sticks on the inside.
Ooh.
Oh!
It's got to be smarter than spit. We'll build this fire up nice and hot.
What are you doing?
I am putting the sticker on my bow riser.
What sticker's that?
Just the Moxie sticker. You know? So crisp,
Ooh,
so clean.
Clean. That's what on the riser?
Yeah.
Right where mine is. How good does that look? That looks good.
I mean, I trimmed mine up.
If you're gonna be going to tack, that's coming. We're bringing them. You trim yours up?
Yeah, I trimmed up my sticker so that it'll fit nice and tight on that riser.
What are you saying about mine?
Sloppy.
It's a tool. My bow is a tool.
As you guys watch these episodes, you'll pick up a trend that I am clean, Nick is sloppy.
He's OCD, and I'm normal.
6 in one hand, half dozen in the other.
Hey guys.
Spit's ready to go. So one of the last pieces is the pull, right?
Look at that thing. Look at that
is
rod.
a stainless steel masterpiece right there. Frank ground that down to a point so you could penetrate the meat. Well, just try not to be too perverse there. But
That's the spit.
debone the meat, clean it up, be ready to go. Spice it up. We got some garlic cloves we'll put in it. We got some butter injection. It's gonna be delicious. We are doing a wild game cookout. We're having a deer roast, hind quarter, and then the walleye that we caught in the last Moxiesode. So this deer is actually a deer that really started Moxie in a way. It's a deer that you've seen on episode 2. Nicholas joined me on a Saturday in fall of 2019, climbed a tree together. An hour in on public land, a 10-point, stepped right out 25 yards. Smoked him right in the heart. I've hunted public land many, many times. And for that deer to step out the first time Nick joined me in the tree, great experience. But anyway, this is the hind quarter. We always keep one hind quarter for a party like this. So basically what we're gonna do now is trim this leg up. We're gonna demonstrate how we clean it, debone it. I have a Bubba blade here. Highly recommend this knife. It's a flaying knife, but again, you could use it for multiple things. We're gonna put some garlic cloves in it, actually inject some butter. Then we're gonna use some of this local spice. So this is a North Market spice. It's actually made by a buddy of ours. So it's called Candied Heat, and we're gonna give it a try. It's gonna have a little spice. Hopefully everyone here likes a little bit of kick, but really good spice. Basically just a dry rub, and you're gonna keep that hind quarter moist as it's spinning. Try to get a vinegar spray diluted with some water. You just wanna make sure you're not drying that meat out around the outside. So let's get started. Very important note, because it's been in the deep freezer for 6 months now, this thing takes about a day plus to thaw. Make sure before you are planning this party, you take this meat out to thaw it. Hey! Got her out of the bag, and it gets messy, so make sure you keep that in mind. This isn't a pretty thing to do, but if you butcher your own meat, it never is, and you're used to it. So we got a storm brewing, as you maybe can hear. It's all right, we got a roof over our heads right now. We're still outside. Hopefully it doesn't last too long. So all I want to do, like I said, is I want to make sure I'm taking silver skin off, any of this membrane right here, trim up any fat. We really don't want any much fat on this. And then also, basically from here down, this part of the leg is not the best meat. There's a lot of fat running through it as well. So I'm going to take it and more than likely cut it right along this edge right here. I've only seen, I think, one hair on this leg. Keeping this meat cooled, clean is the most important to not have that gamey taste. A lot of people don't like wild game because it's not properly processed. So again, getting it cold as quickly as possible, making sure it's very clean. You don't want, wear gloves. You want to use plenty of water to clean this off, and then get it right in the freezer as quickly as you can. So again, you can see that membrane just coming right off of it. That's what you want, that silver skin. Some people call it that membrane. You want to get that off and get down to that meat. So just pulling with some tension as you're slicing. And this is some great trimmings for Belle. Belle's my Hungarian pointer. Nothing goes to waste on this house. It's funny. One time I had some deer and left over, and I just decided to throw it in the fire and burn it up. A couple days later, I look back in my backyard and my wife's yelling, "There's a coyote." Let's just put it this way: I didn't make it that far. Got little kids. It's not gonna last. It's hurt my back. I'm too tall. 6'2". I would use a chair, but that looks lazy. Oh yeah, it's coming down now. We're gonna put some garlic cloves in the meat. We're gonna wrap it. We're gonna put some spice on it. Here's our pole here. We got some rope. So we're gonna wrap that around, and these are very handy. They actually just go into the meat, and it holds that meat nice and tight to that pole. And lastly, we're gonna inject it with some butter, melted butter, and an injector. Great touch. Cook it in the elements. Nature's kitchen. All right, we're at a good enough spot now. We've cleaned it up. As you can tell, it went from that big hind quarter just down to this little bit of meat. But still, once this cooks up, it's gonna feed 5, 6, 7 people. We have some deer burgers, we'll have some walleye, plenty of food. But again, this is what you want. You want to trim it down, and as it cooks, it'll even get smaller, but it'll be full flavor. So let's get that flavor on it. Can you tell I'm wet? Like taking a shower. Have you ever showered and cooked? I don't know if you ever saw that Seinfeld episode with Kramer in the shower. Definitely one of my favorites, but they're all sitting around at the end eating a salad that he made. And he's like, "Oh yeah, I made it in the shower." All right, so what you're gonna wanna do is just take a sharp knife and just nice hole right there. And again, you're just gonna push that garlic clove down into that meat, and it'll soften up as it cooks. You're gonna wanna do it basically on the whole thing. I'd say use probably about a dozen cloves on a piece of meat this size. That flavor is just gonna go through that meat. Awesome. If you like garlic, you'll like eating at my house. Just start peeling some garlic. So Nick's got a nice trick there. You wanna open that garlic clove up? Whoa! There you go, just do that. And then take your knife, use it on the side, slam it. Bigger knife helps. Thank you.
Yep. You could use the bottom of a bowl, whatever you got.
Something flat and hard. I know what Josh is thinking right now.
I knew that was gonna be it there. What?
That's what she said.
I wasn't paying attention. I'm not that perverse. Okay, sun's coming out. Pool day.
That's the optimism I like to hear. The guy said I was overly confident. It's just optimism. Don't mistake optimism for confidence, okay? Nothing wrong with being an optimistic person.
He even says that so confidently.
And you know what? I might shoot 13 deer. We're just gonna travel the country, lose my wife and family, lose my job.
All for you guys.
All for Moxie. I like how we made that not selfish.
Yeah.
That was selfless. When you're slicing this, and you're actually slicing those cloves in the meat, it's a great scene. And the smell, you just smell that roasted garlic with that smokiness in it. And then we'll get some injection in it.
And the thing's heavy, that's why.
Hi, honey. What are you doing?
Raining.
It is raining. Anyway, we're just injecting this with butter, but butter and garlic, salt. Really not that hard. That butter will help pull that seasoning on too. I think that's what we're gonna do right now. We're actually gonna get a little bit of rub on there. Again, candied heat.
Get some scissors.
No, there we go. Slippery.
Yeah, dude, you need some dry hands, buddy.
Yeah, yes. Woo!
Now that you have oiled it all up with butter and such.
There we go. Thank you, buddy.
It's not hard, David.
For good measure. Oh, yeah. Oh, whoa!
Liberal. Now spread it around.
All right.
Whoa!
All right. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to put it on the pole here, steak, whatever you want to call it. We're going to go to the fish. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to get the beer batter ready. So we're just going to do a batter with some beer, deep fry. It's going to be delicious. Hey, that's a really nice First Light hoodie there.
Oh, it's so comfortable.
All right, so we're going to do some beer battered fish, walleye, that we caught. I'm going to guess that this was probably the one Nicholas caught. And this was the one that I caught.
That was my bag, actually, the vacuum seal one.
We can fillet our own fish, but after fishing for 6 hours, we were pretty tired.
Dead tired.
And they have fillet stations. So they don't do the best job. What we're going to do is we're going to go through and clean it up, get a lot of this dark meat out.
This smells so good, though. It is so fresh. You get that waft.
That's why I love walleye. This is a fillet here. All right, so there's really two parts to the fillet. And what you want to do, you want to start right at the bottom here, and you're going to make just 2 cuts on each end. I don't know if everyone can see that. Or you're going to want to cut on each end, one right there and one right here. And all you're trying to do, called zip it, whatever you want to call it, but you zip that out, nice and smooth like that, and you have 2 good fillets. Done. Why don't you just keep doing that? We're going to do a beer batter nugget, simple beer batter, nothing crazy. I think it's more about the beer. So this is again, North High Brewing Company, like the spice. If you know Columbus, you know North High Brewing.
This debones it too, right?
It will take some of the bones out. You just have to make sure you're running your finger
Across
when
that.
we go through, and we're going to cut these into, take that and cut it into thirds, right? So as you do that, you just want it nice, finger-friendly food. It's going to be really good.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so why don't you start cutting that? I'm going to do the beer batter here. It calls for half a beer per box. It's really more about the consistency than anything else. And then what we're going to do is once we get this mix made, we're just going to basically dump them all in. And then we'll get the fryer. We got the fryer set up over there. Just dump them in a pot and fish them out when they're done. Sad, I know. But you know what? I amuse myself.
Such a dad joke.
Such a dad joke. So that is still a little bit more, still a little runny. I'm going for something. Oh, yeah, that's good.
How much did you put in there?
It's all an eye test, Don.
An eye test.
It's all just made up.
It's like cooking with like a grandma. Like you pinch of this, a little bit of that, handful of that, reduce it down by half. What does that mean? What does that mean?
That's
pancake
perfect.
batter.
That's perfect right there. That consistency is what we want. All right, throw those fish in there.
All of them?
Yep. Nice. All right. With this, you don't even need tartar sauce, but
Not at all.
definitely an added touch. Just mayonnaise and relish. That's all it is. And that's good tartar sauce. Should be good. Maybe a little bit more. I like that sweet. That sweet with the salt of the fish. So we'll do a little bit more here. There you
You know
go.
there's people in this world that don't like mayonnaise
Yeah.
or sour cream.
You know, Bear Grylls, he said that all he needs is mayonnaise and he can survive eating like everything in the woods. That's his favorite food, condiment is mayonnaise.
He also drinks his own urine though, if he has to.
Again,
Survivalist.
it's survival. That's why mayonnaise, it's great fat. There you go. That's the consistency you want. Oh yeah. Okay. talking. Look at that beauty right there. So these are a little bit more stuck. It's just what the first, anytime you use oil like this, deep fry, the first batch is always the best. As you use it more and more, it's still gonna taste good, but as you can tell, it just gets a little bit more stuck. That's a good word.
Oh man, David.
Isn't that awesome?
No, these are so good.
All right.
Oh.
That's why we called it gold in the last episode. Right there. Flaky. Doesn't have that fishy taste like a lot of other fish do. Why walleye is my favorite fish in the world.
See, I don't know if I want tartar sauce as much as just a little squeeze of lemon.
Oh, that lemon would be good. You go.
Yeah. Brightens it up. We talked about that.
Yeah.
Bright and fresh.
However, because the tartar sauce is cold, it kind of cools this off a little bit.
Yeah.
It's a white fish, so it takes on any flavor. But
Any
it's like
flavor.
a naturally buttery fish too.
Yep.
A lot of people that don't like fish can do walleye.
The more tartar sauce, the better sometimes.
Condiments hide bad cooking. This isn't bad cooking.
Sure. A1 is like a slap in the face.
That's why I love A1.
I was about to say, I think Josh wants A1.
Did you guys eat all that?
Huh?
You eat all that?
Back off, Don.
Yeah.
That's why this right here is for the wives.
Do you think we
We're
wanted,
taking care of our children right
Do
now.
you think we wanted to camp out on a Friday night and go fishing on a Saturday? No, we did it for the
On Lake
meat.
Erie? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's for the
Yeah, it
There
looked
were
like-
a lot of bugs.
There were a lot of bugs.
Yeah.
It was a grind.
Yeah, oh man, that was hard. They should really be appreciative of this. This right here.
This is why we do it.
This is why we do it.
Meat on the table.
Meat on
Friends
the
and
table.
family. Enjoying the harvest.
All right. That's a check mark on the fish, like Adam, Moxie Adam. Now we're gonna go play some archery games. The sun's coming out. I told you it was a pop-up, just 2-hour pop-up. But what the heck? It's still sun shining. We're gonna play some archery. Food's still cooking. We'll get the burgers on later. Great Saturday.
So I was sitting at home and I thought, I'm tired of just shooting at a target, right? So I thought, gambling, right? We're not big gamblers. So what can we do gambling wise? I went to 21, it's my favorite game. So I decided to come up with these and we're gonna play blackjack with these.
Minus the dealer.
Minus the dealer, nobody likes the dealer. Sometimes you like the dealer, they help sometimes. So 21, everybody shoots.
Yeah.
closest to 21 without busting wins, right?
Yeah.
Hypothetically, somebody ties me and gets 21 like I'm going to. We go to a shoot-off. One shot, highest card wins.
Where I would naturally win that.
Sure. I'll give it.
And therefore win.
Okay, some ground rules. If the shaft splits 2 cards, it goes with the lower value card.
That's it. So we're gonna put that down there. Naturally, we're gonna play a casino type game
On the high roller.
on the high roller.
Yeah.
So
Shoot at 20 yards. You know what? Could we back up? Sure. But it would take a little bit longer. We're gonna go at 20 yards. Let's do it. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm gonna crush it. Those guys don't know what's coming.
what
Yeah.
are those? What are those?
Nikon.
Nikon what?
I don't know, my dad.
Your vision, your eyes are probably more
You know how,
magnified
like-
than those.
You know how in Austin,
It's like looking through a straw.
hey, you know how in Austin Powers where they're showing all the cool gadgets?
Yeah.
Those are like his binoculars.
Guys, sorry I'm poor. Wow.
Mavens every time.
Or cheap.
So Adam's going first.
Yeah, best looking.
I love it. No, I want you to set the bar.
I think that's an ace.
I think it is an ace. That's the ace. Good shot. Gotta close it out.
No, should I put my Nikon up to it?
Ah! You won't be able to see what it is. Now, were you going for that in all honesty?
Yeah, I took my Nikons, put them on the ace, and I shot the ace.
That's what we're talking about. All right, shot number 2 for Moxie Adams. No! No!
Blackjack.
Oh! No!
21.
Are you kidding me? I mean, that's sweet. That is sweet.
It's the name of the game, baby.
All right, I quit. I'm going home.
Six.
Was that a 6? Okay.
Bottom right.
All right, so we can keep hitting, right? Okay. Go for a 5.
What binoculars? You good?
No, that's all right. Just tell me. What general vicinity is the 5?
Straight up is 4. 5 is left, straight left.
Okay.
Queen.
Queen? All right. I'm gonna hit one more. I need a judgment call. What do you think this is?
Yeah.
I actually think that's more of a 9,
It's
right?
9.
Okay. Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It's either 9 or splitting, so it's 9.
Yeah.
Yep. So you're at 15.
15, right?
15.
Okay.
So you need to hit a 6.
I need to hit that 6 again.
Yep.
The pressure.
Yeah, and then the pressure would really be on.
Oh, Jack.
Ah!
Busted.
Busted. How far was I in it?
Yeah, you're in the chat.
Now the goal is to rob him with both of Adam's arrows.
That's the goal because I'm on
Not to
21.
show off, but just how much it would kill him that he has to go buy 2 new arrows.
I think you got the 5.
You get the 5.
5! Yeah, you want to go for that 6 that I'm sitting in.
That 6 is probably the least exposed card there.
Yeah, David's big ass shafts. Just taking off the whole card.
There's more kinetic energy, it's more stable, therefore more accurate. All right, here we go.
Oh!
Whoa! I think the dealer just kicked you off the blackjack table on that one.
Wait a second.
Whoa! I'm taking advice from this guy.
The pressure's
The
on.
pressure.
I pulled it.
don't know if that hit. How many arrows did you bring, Nick?
All right, we got problems.
Ace! It's pretty dead center. You micro adjust that bow?
7 or 17.
Hey, remember when I said when we started this that I just
No,
got
you had
all
the
my
3.
cams, top hats moved around?
Yeah. All right, well, hold on, time out. Let's do some math here. Is that, no, because you had 5 and 3.
3,
so
8.
8. Does he have 19? Or does he have 9?
Oh, he had 5.
At 5 and 3, 8.
5 and 3, 8. Yeah. So you're at 9 is what you would want. Yeah, you need to hit the 2.
You could go for it twice.
Or you can hit the 8 again. Good shooting.
Oh no, I don't know!
It's
I don't know!
You got 21 though. It's either 8 or 2.
It better be that 2.
Good shot, man.
Two? Boom! 21. Shoot off. And I totally redeemed myself.
How does that happen? That is such a BS shoot off.
That was it.
I'm adjusting.
21. 21.
All right. Yeah.
Got one shot.
If you want to hold it.
I started with.
Okay, Adam's up. He's putting the pressure on again.
That's how you play the game.
Oh, I don't know.
Really?
I think it's a 3. He went for it all.
Shoot!
Come over here.
All you have to do is hit anywhere up on top of that roof.
All right, just hit the top of that wheel. We're giving you a redemption shot here. I think he hit the 2.
No.
The inaugural Blackjack champ!
Oh man.
Oh, we have 4 down.
The ace and 2 are right next to each other.
Oh my god.
Now we're just all gonna relax. We worked hard all day today. We had some pauses because of the inclement weather, and it ended up being a pretty good day. I mean, the sun never came out, but it stopped raining, and we got the families all here. Some people are getting in the pool. We're just gonna hang out, listen to some music, play some backyard games, have a bonfire a little bit later, and just hang out with the family. Gonna enjoy the rest of the Saturday night. Great day. Ready to close it out?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys. So we just want to thank you for joining us today. We had a great time, wild game cookout. Chef David over here cooked the venison legs, the walleye. Deep fry that in the beer batter. It was awesome. And then we did a little shooting, and families came. We swam in the pool, and it was just an awesome day. We made the best of the weather today, and this is one of, I don't know, we got a few more episodes coming out this summer before we hit the woods in the fall, but thank you as always for joining us and tuning in and following us and just supporting us. So we appreciate it and hope you enjoy the episode.